There is a flip that has been done for likely thousands of years and is now being utilized by multiple different sports, but tricking holds it dearly. In tricking, people push the limits of flips by endlessly playing with the power, creativity, and technique of every move they pick up. And Rise is no exception. People have added the kicks, they've added the twists, they've even tried to add the flips. But what if I told you there's an area of variations left virtually untouched by anybody except for a handful of people that still has a lot of room to grow? A rise is an off-axis flip that takes off of one foot and lands on the other. If I twist to the left, then I'm going to jump off of my right foot. Right here in the takeoff, there are 10 plus variations, as well as here in the landing on the ground. Variate the move in a multitude of ways. First, I'm going to go over the variations of the takeoff and the landing, and then I'm going to combine those variations in the takeoff and the landing and create some weird mess. Starting with the takeoff. Doing nothing is an option, therefore it is a variation, but what else? These right here are your options. You're always going to go on this foot. Now you have the option of using your hands or your elbows. So for the first one, this is Venus Rise. So I already named this one a while ago. Go this way, that way. So what happens if we go off of this elbow instead of this hand here? I don't even know why I'm trying this one. This one is definitely not going to happen. Okay, there's no way. Maybe again. What? I guess it's not really working. And we're going to go back to the hand, but instead of landing or taking off of the foot, we are going to land and or take off of the knees. The elbow one seemed to make sense, so it might happen. The monkey, go with both hands. I don't even know how I'm about to get my elbows down on the ground. The fuck am I thinking? Okay, that's nearly impossible. Maybe if I do that a little more, give it a little worm motion. Okay, that one might just have to be impossible. I've done a monkey rise from my knee. And the last group, but not the least, in the takeoffs, you're gonna use this hand now. Salamoon! Anime. Grab the ground with boom, boom. Just okay. It's so close. Alright, so that one's possible, but I'm unable to do it at the moment. I have just done a rise from my knee and a side swipe from my knee back to my knee. Oh! I imagine a Sailor Moon is just like a rise, but easier. Hello, Earth. The Sailor Moon keeps my body in this position too long. I need to like push off. Now we're on to the landings. You have the exact same options as you did in the takeoffs, but we're doing it all on the opposite end of the spectrum. Going to one hand, the first hand that would touch. And we're going elbow modes. I am getting really tired of holding this. Now we're gonna go this hand to the knees and or from the knees. To my knee. We're going to go with both hands. Let's see. I just don't imagine, like... Never mind. That's easy. Two-handed landings are probably the easiest to get to your knee comfortably. So I would think that one's the easiest, and it is. And the last group, but not the least group, we are now going to go with this hand. I'm going to put this extremely bluntly. Goalie is already hard to get the hand before the foot, so I highly doubt I'm going to get my elbow down before my foot. Wasn't what I wanted, but I mean, that's technically kind of it. Yeah, my ass is sweaty. What are you going to do about it? I'm out here busting my ass. Pretty sure I went hand and then elbow. As I have said and will say, goalie is really hard to get your hand before your foot. And I think in this case, with my hand and then my knee, it's going to be a little easier.
Get your sexy on.
I'm bringing sexy back. Yeah.
This is where we take the variations of the takeoff and the variations of the landing and start smashing them together to create godly entities of rise. This one's name is Penis. Sick nasty moment when you run out of storage and you have to repeat 2 moves that you really hated the feeling of.
My back, lick my pussy.
Rapapa off of my bars. I'm getting my hand to touch, but it's just collapsing onto my elbow. We're calling that one the snot rocket. So we're hitting a penis.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
I mean, we're hitting a Venus off of your weenus. Maybe I can do it this way. I might have less range of motion though. Because it's this way, I feel like I'm gonna tear my shoulder because I'm turning. Shot under so much that my head was too low. The goal is to do a Venus goalie. Nice. Let's go. That was it. Called storm free running. All back. What's up? Remember when I said sick nasty moment when you run out of storage? Missed 2 things that I hated the feeling of and I had to redo them. This is the second one. Like kind of a whooshy drop too. There's no way this is happening, so okay. Already done boom boom. I could definitely go boom boom. Boom boom boom. Actually learned a new sound I could do. I know for a fact putting 1 down at the bottom is gonna work. There's a possibility, there's a way, even if there is no will. Elbow monkey, elbow master. Let's just really commit to the car. Oh. I give up. Hands on your knees. All back when you run out of storage. Hopefully I proved to you guys that there are a lot more variations to play with than just adding a kick, flip, or twist into stuff, though I didn't land everything. I've personally played with a lot of these variations in the past, and not only are they enjoyable for me to do, they feel good to do, but they also add a good uplift to my combos, visually speaking.